Uh, it is our pleasure to welcome you all to this ceremony. We also would like to extend a very warm welcome to our guest of honor today, Mr. Venkat Vishwanathan. May I request you to please come up on the stage, sir. And Professor Robinson, would you also please come up on the stage? We would like to start the ceremony with an invocation. So I would request the audience to kindly stand up for the invocation, please.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கனவும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தனித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே 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 வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுஜலாம் சுஃபலாம் மலயஜ சீதலாம் ஷஸ்ய ஷியாமலாம் மாதரம் வந்தே शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे वन्दे मातरम्.
Now, I would like to request Professor Robinson, as the head of the department, to welcome the audience and to provide a brief of the departmental activities.
Thank you. Dear graduates, proud parents, my faculty colleagues from IIT Madras, staff, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and a warm welcome to the Departmental Degree Distribution Program 2022. On behalf of the Civil Engineering Department fraternity, I extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest for this evening. Mr. Venkat Vishwanathan, B.Tech Civil Engineering from IIT Madras, class of 1992, IIT Madras Distinguished Alumnus Awardee in 2017, and founder chairman of Latent View Analytics. Mr. Venkat, please accept our gratitude for gracing this occasion. Dear friends, today marks the 59th convocation of IIT Madras. Having been established as one of the first in the institute, the department has evolved to be a significant academic entity which addresses the aspirations of the country, solving global challenges through high-quality research, teaching, and interaction with the industries. Today, we thankfully acknowledge the contributions of the generations of faculty, staff, and alumnus. This is the right moment for me to cherish and celebrate their contributions. We'll strive to take the department to greater heights. The department has a steady inflow of young talent pool. Dr. Nikhil, who specializes on safety management for construction and railways, public-private partnerships and infrastructure operations, management and policy, has joined us last year. I'm happy that we have inducted 2 more faculty members recently. I welcome Dr. Kirtana, who specializes on concrete fracture and fatigue, who joined only a few days back. Dr. Aslam will join our department shortly. We are grateful for the services and contributions of Professor K. Rajagopal, Professor K. Srinivasan, and Professor A. Veeraraghavan, who have left a trail of excellence in the department. It is heartwarming to see many of us coming together after post-pandemic restrictions. I am happy to inform you that 53 BTech, 43 dual degree, 74 MTech students, and 5 MS and 38 PhD scholars are graduating today. As we get ready to celebrate the success of our new graduates, let us look back at the year that was. With about 1,100 students and 58 faculty, 28 adjunct faculty, 3 professors of practice, and a distinguished professor, our department is the 3rd largest in IIT Madras. Presently, the department has on roll 422 BTech, 102 dual degree, 184 MTech students, 50 MS by research, and 323 PhD scholars. I am glad to bring to your attention that we have 38 PMR of scholars, 18 masters to PhD upgradation, and 26 direct PhDs. We are proud to have 40% women amongst our PhD scholars. Our undergraduate students make the best use of the freedom of choice of coursework at IIT Madras and graduate with multiple skill sets. The 7 MTech programs are instrumental in catering to the nation's engineering and management needs. The landmark user-oriented MTech program in construction technology and management for L&T has entered its 25th year. And recently, we have launched a new PG diploma program in bridge engineering from L&T. This year, we witnessed an increase in number of aspirants from other countries through ICCR program. And we have offered admission to 10 for PG programs. As a part of international collaboration, 3 of our BTech students and a PhD scholar took up semester exchange and joined the programs. We have initiated steps to enhance the student and faculty exchanges through the ongoing research initiative project under IOE. Recently, the department reformed its strategic plan and identified 3 major thrust areas where the faculty has pledged collective efforts to achieve excellence, namely sustainability, resilience, and advanced computational techniques. With an eye on these thrust areas, 10 major goals were identified for the next 5-year period with well-defined objectives and action plans. We have been highly productive in disseminating research findings in leading journals. This year, we published around 200 Scopus Index journal papers. These achievements have been made possible with the intellectual contributions, hard work, and dedication of our faculty, technical staff, students, and research scholars. 5 patent applications have been filed, and we have had 4 patents awarded in the year. These include assessment of galvanic anode performance for cathodic protection of reinforced concrete structures for Dr. Radhakrishna Pillai and team. 5-stage air cleaner device made of novel self-cleaning photocatalytic filter for Professor Shivanagendra and his team. An effective strategy to remove chromium from wastewater for Professor Indumadi Nambi and her team. And off-resonant broadband absorption-based photoacoustic sensor for multiple gas sensing for Professor Shivanagendra and team. Congratulations to all the successful inventors on this achievement. Our colleagues are currently pursuing 66 sponsored research projects amounting to about 58 crores. Some of the agencies funding our projects are the DST, DBT, MOES, CPCB, Ministry of IT, Ministry of Education, ISRO, and ICAR, among others. Some of our research was also supported by the Indo-German Science and Technology Center, CAIR Board, and UK Research and Innovation. Additionally, 5 research initiatives under IOE awarded by the Ministry of Education are in progress. Our colleagues are providing technological solutions to the industry through over 280 consultancy projects. 42 of these projects have a significant research component that help bridge the gap between R&D and industrial applications. I am proud that our faculty have initiated and mentoring 10 startups. In spite of a pandemic year, our department organized 16 short-term courses and workshops, 8 seminars and conferences, and our research scholars participated in major national and international conferences in spite of online mode. Keeping pace with the new developments, courses like machine learning in civil engineering, system dynamics modeling for circular economy, atmospheric physics and chemistry were introduced. Our students also won several awards. Mr. Akshay Mangal Magar and Ms. Shruti, PhD scholars, won prestigious Institute Research Awards. Other prestigious awards are won by Mr. Vikrant Panwar, Mr. N.L. Venkatashri Harsha, Ms. Anmol Agarwal, Mr. Yatam Yagruti, Mr. P. Deepak Kulkarni, Mr. Anil Kumar, Ms. Catherine Sanchana, Mr. Pavan Trivedi, Ms. Lakshmi Mogan, and Dr. Narsamma. I am glad to share the success of our faculty members with a sense of honor. Professor Liji Philip featured among the top 75 Indian women in the book She is 75, Women in STEM, an initiative undertaken by the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India and the British High Commission. Professor S. Morgan was appointed as the first Vice Chancellor of the Puducherry Technological University. Professor A. Bhuminathan was awarded the A.S. Arya Disaster Prevention Research Award by IIT Roorkee. Professor Subhadeep Banerjee, Professor Dalinaidu Arnapalli, Professor B. Nageshwar Rao, and Dr. Madhav Kumar were inducted into the editorial board of prestigious journals. Professor Benny Raphael won the Sri J.C. Bose Patent Award. Over the years, 8 of our senior colleagues have been conferred institute chair professorships, occupying prestigious chairs named after stalwarts and funded with generous contributions by individual donors, their family and alumnus, namely Professor P.C. Varghese, Professor V.S. Raju, Professor P. Srinivasan Rao, Professor P.K. Aravindan, Professor Surendra Shah and Mrs. Doradi Shah, Ms. Nita and Mr. K.G. Kanabati. Our department is among the largest contributors to the institute administration. Currently holding the responsibility as Dean Administration, Dean Planning, Dean ICSR, Co-Chairman Engineering Unit, Vice Chairman GATE, Chairman LAC, Chairman Council of Wardens, Advisors for Entrepreneurship Cell and International Relations, and in several institute infrastructure committees as well as wardenship. Over the past 5 years of establishment, the Center for Urbanization, Building and Environment, CUBE, set up with the support of IIT Madras, has ingrained itself well into the ecosystem as a center of excellence of Government of Tamil Nadu and an outfit of IIT Madras, creating real-world impact by providing practical solutions to many complex built environment challenges. Until now, CUBE has handled more than 100 assignments across 9 states. A revenue of around 8 crore in the last financial year has been recorded despite COVID pandemic's effects. Currently, the center has more than 35 ongoing assignments with a staff strength of more than 70. Our most active student organization, the Civil Engineering Association, or CEA, did not allow the spirits to get dampened by the pandemic-related effects and continued to host high-quality events throughout the year and encourage future engineers to celebrate the joy of engineering. Keeping up the theme Speed with Sustainability for the current year, CA launched the lecture series of Rainwater Harvesting Summit, Alumni Talks, and the second season of CA's flagship video series of 180 Research at CE IITM. The 180 Research at CE IITM venture was extremely successful with a strong participation of our research scholars who presented the essence of their research work in 180-second videos. These videos are accessible to watch on CEA's YouTube channel. The online photography contest also received creative photographs on the CEA theme as uploaded on CEA's social media handles. The year's events culminated with the CEA night, which involved a farewell to the 2020 graduating batch. The past 2 years have been very challenging for us. Professor Manusandhanam has effectively handled the situation and led the department as head of the department in the right direction. So let us give a big round of applause to Professor Manusandhanam. Before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the contributions made by each and every faculty and staff member of our department who have worked hard to make it a world-class destination for research and studies in civil engineering. The able support of our technical and administrative staff is invaluable, and we salute their dedication. Our vision for the future is to be a global leader in education, research, and innovation in civil engineering. And I am very confident that with the support of all involved, we will reach our goal. My dear graduates, I congratulate you all. You have earned the degree through hard work and perseverance over the past years. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. I hope you will uphold the high-quality skills and training as well as values that you have imbibed in your tenure at IIT Madras. Please continue to be in touch with your alma mater, and we will be pleased to host you here back in IIT Madras. Now it's my pleasure and privilege to invite Mr. Venkat Vishwanathan to give address to the graduates. I invite Professor Karthik Srinivasan to introduce the chief guest to the August Assembly. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Good evening to all graduates and faculty members, colleagues, staff. It's my pleasure to introduce our chief guest of today, Mr. Venkat Vishwanathan. Mr. Venkat is an alumnus of our own department at IIT Madras and did his MBA at IIM Calcutta. By the time he graduated from IIM Calcutta, he had been placed in ICRA, a credit rating agency, where he worked as a senior consultant. In the next few years, he was part of the global leadership team at Cognizant's communication practice, where he was in charge of strategy and business development. In 2006, he founded Latent View Analytics, well before data analytics became a popular buzzword that it is today. As the founder and chairperson of LatentView, Venkat is the visionary behind LatentView, and his company provides data analytics services, consulting and data engineering solutions across sectors as diverse as banking, technology, industrial and retail sectors. His company has helped over 24 Fortune 500 companies like Adobe, Microsoft, Uber and PayPal to leverage an India-based knowledge services delivery model in several industries, including financial services, high-tech, consumer retail, and industrials for over 25 years. From 2006 to 2014, Venkat served as the founding CEO of LatentView. Under his leadership, LatentView emerged as one of the largest and fastest growing data analytics firms globally. In 2014, Venkat transitioned into the role of chairperson to scale up and address the large market opportunity and to build LatentView as a professionally run business set up for long-term success. In November 2021, his company raised rupees 600 crores in an IPO in India, garnering record levels of subscription at 338 times. Currently, LatentView Analytics has a 950 plus strong team across global delivery centers that support clients across different geographies as US, Europe, and Asia, delivering over 90% client satisfaction. When he's not thinking about big data and analytics, he indulges in his passions for biohacking, value investing, and tech gadgets measuring everything from sleep, activity, metabolism, posture, and mindfulness. On a personal note, I'm happy to share that he's a very friendly, extremely articulate, down-to-earth, highly accessible person, and one who is the bond behind the social network of our batch of civil engineers from IIT Madras in 1992. With that, I'd like to welcome again our chief guest for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Karthik, and thank you, Professor Robinson, for your kind words and having me join you all in this function. It's great to meet the faculty and the staff at the Department of Civil Engineering, where I had the good fortune of spending 4 years, just like each of you here. Congratulations to all the graduates and the families and well-wishers who are here. I wish I had this opportunity 30 odd years back. When we did the graduation, I had taken up a job in Mumbai, and as a fresh hire, I didn't have the leave or the financial ability to kind of find a train and get all the way here, so I just got my degree by post. But I'm so glad that each of you have managed to kind of be here in person and celebrate this occasion for all the effort you have put in over the last 4 years. I must say, I'm very envious of each of you, given the point in time in India's evolution, as also technology evolution, that you're graduating as a fresh graduate and joining the employment force. The opportunities in front of you are humongous, right? And every previous generation is very envious of the young lot who get this opportunity to kind of graduate. We were quite fortunate ourselves because when we came out of institutions in mid-90s, early 90s, India went through a significant financial transformation, and following that, the emergence of the internet, which redefined a lot of things. We are in the midst of fundamental changes that are happening in our society and in business at this point in time. And you guys are well placed and very fortunate to begin your careers at this point in time. So in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to spend time discussing careers and what lies ahead of you, if only because I have had the good fortune of having a 30-year career so far. And there are some learnings that only comes with experience. Only by falling down a few times you figure out how to ride a bike. And we have been through that journey, and I would love to kind of share some of that with you. The first aspect is, which is not very obvious when you're a young 21, 22-year-old, is careers are marathons, right? It's but natural for a very young person to feel, how do I quickly get off the ramp and start running at the fastest speed possible? But as some of you who are long distance runners know, you need to pace yourself. You need to look not just at what's right immediately ahead of you,
but think long and hard about where do you want to go and how far you need to kind of persist and endure for you to be able to get to that destination. It's quite important, especially in a scenario like now where the pace of change is amazing, as in a matter of 10 years, new technologies are getting introduced which completely disrupt various industries, and what used to make sense at a particular point in time has absolutely no meaning at all, right? Many of you can't even imagine starting an engineering career without the internet, which is what many of us did, right? And again, in terms of personal technology that all of you use, I'm sure pretty much each of you have a smartphone in your, on you all the time, while most of us studied at IIT when we didn't even have a personal computer in the hostel, not even one, right? So you can imagine it's a very different era, and that's exactly what is going to happen in the next 30 years as well. So it's very important for you to kind of pace yourself and not just be looking behind you, but more importantly, looking ahead in terms of what's likely to come through and how well prepared you are. So the first thing I can tell you from a company perspective, we are a small company, almost 1,000 people, and in our 15-year existence, we have probably had the good fortune of maybe about 3,000 people go through our system. And one thing we can tell you is what we are looking for most of the time from the fresh hires that we make from these institutes is attitude more than the aptitude. The aptitude is a given. If you come to IIT and if you are hiring some of the brightest minds in the country, we are not really testing for aptitude. We are spoiled for choice, right? But where the differentiation starts happening is what is the attitude that people have to their careers? What is the attitude that they have towards learning? Do they appreciate that what they know is still relatively, although it is lot in certain kind of contexts, it's very little in certain other contexts. So you need that humility to be able to accept that what I know is not much and I need to kind of learn further for me to succeed in my career. I don't need to tell you about the tremendous changes that newer technology waves like artificial intelligence or machine learning is kind of starting to play in various sectors. And what we are likely to see in the next 10 years has no connection whatsoever to what we see today or what we have seen so far. And it's quite important then that new hires have that ability to constantly adapt and be able to kind of assimilate new knowledge and be able to then help create the future that we all need to kind of get to. So that's one thing, the ability to learn, which I want to kind of leave with you as one of the first traits that companies will look for as you build your career. But if I were to step back and look at your career as a three-phase that you need to kind of pace yourself for, the first phase is all about managing yourself, right? So, as you have done so far, you need to kind of prepare for various milestones in your own career, and all the focus is on your own personal learning and exploring various facets of your personality. And I can assure you, whether you go into academics or whether you go into business or whether you go into entrepreneurship, you would need to go beyond what is the most obvious skills that you have kind of acquired so far. It's not just the technical skills, but it's various facets of your personality in terms of how you manage and build relationships, how you interact with your peers, how you learn from your peers, how you manage other people. All are skills that you have learned in small measures at institutes like IIT, but you're going to learn a lot more as you step out into the wider world. So the first step is about managing yourself, and this may take anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 years for each of you as you kind of progress through your career. Very quickly you will get to a point where it's not just about what you can do, but what can you do as a team, right? And the most common analogy, which at least in an Indian context I keep talking about, is you just need to look around, let's say the sports teams that we have, or even the arts and films that we see. It's a significant team effort to get a product out, right? And lots of times the best captains in cricket or best captains in football or any other sport are not necessarily the best players. right? But they have a very unique skill where they are able to spot talent among their peer group, the people that they are leading, and then they are able to kind of coach them and motivate them and then ensure they get the best out of them so that as a team we succeed. And even there, you will see most of the time it's not about a single individual in the team. A team, one of the things I learned out here from one of the past directors of this institute is magic happens when you have a meeting of unlike minds. And good teams typically have that diversity of people from various backgrounds who come to fore when the real opportunity presents itself. And again, if I were to take a cricket example, a spinning wicket is when you actually realize you have a spinner in your team who can actually do things which nobody else in the team is able to do. Or what we are going through right now in England in a swinging wicket is when the fast bowlers come to fore. So each scenario demands a certain part of your team to kind of step up. And this happens in every field of enterprise that each of us kind of go into. So managing the team and punching beyond the weight of individuals and the collective weight of the team being much larger is a skill that you will need to develop. And it's a skill which is a lifelong skill which will help you not just in your careers, but even in your personal life, your ability to build relationships, your ability to build a trusting, enduring, long-standing relationship will make a huge difference to how far you go, right? In the third phase of your career, you will start thinking about, can I manage an entire business for myself? Or can I start managing an entire center in an institute like IIT if I am in academics? Or can I be managing an entire district if I am a politician or if I am choosing a government-oriented career? Each of these is an evolution of your skills. It's a coming together of all the hard work you have put in the first 10 years of your career. Even though I am kind of making it very sequential, clearly there are people who have that aptitude and the ability and the risk-taking appetite for them to kind of do this much earlier in their career as well. But if you were to look at your career and pace yourself along these three vectors or along these three sequences, you will find there is a much higher probability you will succeed and you will kind of achieve a lot more than what you set out to do, right? Building on the last bit in terms of building an enterprise, entrepreneurship is an area that I've been very fortunate to have been exposed to, and the foolhardy jump off the cliff that I did 15 years back didn't go too badly, and we are still around and the business is still flourishing and thriving. But if you look at it from the national context, if you look at it from where India needs to be in the next 25 to 30 years, we need a lot more new enterprises to come through. We are a very young country. Our demographics are all skewed towards really young people like you. And we need many more job creators as compared to only people who are job seekers. And again, no disrespect to job seekers, we need everybody in the team. There are some people who have more risk appetite, they have to go and create jobs. There are some other people who will actually get things done, and they probably are execution focused, and they may be very good in the other roles that organizations offer. So entrepreneurship as an area is again something that I would encourage each of you to consider. It's a calling that you will never know unless you go out and try. I'm sure many of you have attempted doing certain things even as part of your coursework, even as part of the various volunteering that you would have done on campus. But here again, I want to leave you with a rubric of the 3 M's. And I'm very particular about how I sequence these 3 M's as well. And I feel sometimes there is too much attention on one of the M's, which is not what we want it to be. So the 3 M's are markets, minds, and money, right? Markets is really how entrepreneurs thrive. Entrepreneurs are people who are solving problems, who are able to identify a gap in the marketplace, an unaddressed market need, whether it's a product or a service, and then they are able to create a vehicle through which they address that market gap, and they go on to create wealth for them and for everyone else, right? So it's very important you spend a lot of time thinking and looking around you, looking at what seems to be working well and what are the things that are not working well. And the good news for you is a country like India we have so much opportunity ahead of us, and we have still at a very early stage of development in many areas. There's always opportunity, right? So it's only limited by your creativity and your risk appetite in identifying those markets. The next M is minds. And here again, we are very fortunate to be endowed with a very high quality talent pool. The kind of large organizations world over are flocking to India to hire the best of the best in India is a testament to the quality of the people that we have. And we are quite fortunate to have institutes like IIT, which helps in molding these minds and bringing out high quality products, which can then go on to build other things. It's very important for you to be able to learn how to assess talent and then how to work with different types of knowledge bases, different types of people, so that you assemble the right kind of minds for you to go to your destination in terms of whatever your entrepreneurial journey is. The last M is money, right? And sadly, sometimes it gets too much attention. I'm sure each of you who have been watching the financial press, or for that matter, even all the television advertising and the programming around Shark Tank and other things, have seen all the glamour elements around entrepreneurship. I must say, very few businesses suffer or fail for the lack of money, right? It's a myth that people believe that money is the only constraining thing. Money is a constraint. It is one of the three elements, but it is, I would say, the least of your worries. If you can get your market right, if you have the right kind of people, you will very quickly find the investors who are chasing people like you to fund you, and you will find the money, and you will find the money for you to kind of grow. And I'm talking from experience. In the 15 years of running our business, we actually took no external capital at all, and we completely funded this business from our own pockets. But in reality, the biggest people who are funding us were our customers. When we were able to convince very large companies to do business with us, they were ensuring we are there on an ongoing basis. As also our own people, the minds that we brought together, they were ready to share the risk and reward and postpone gratification so that they get bigger rewards at a later stage in the company's development than ask for much higher rewards earlier. But I do want to kind of finish up by encouraging each of you to consider entrepreneurship as one of the career paths. If not now, maybe 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now. If not for yourself, you are clearly the best talent this country has produced in this generation, and we want to make sure some of you go on to kind of translate that talent into opportunity for the country and create enterprises which all of us can be proud of. Thank you for the opportunity to meet each of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Venkat, for a very inspirational address. Thank you for sharing the learnings and experiences from a rich and distinguished career. It no doubt inspires the class of 2022 to take on greater risks and be on their own entrepreneurial journey. Also inspires us as educators to train the minds, one of the M's that you talked about in the next 30 years. Okay, so now I request Professor Robinson to initiate the process of awarding the degrees for the graduates.
We'll start with the award winners. Sri Harsha Memorial Prize awarded to scholar with the best MS thesis in structural engineering goes to Kancharla Akhil Santosh. Valli Anantaramakrishna Merit Prize for the highest CGPA in MTech in Civil Engineering, Ashok B. Jacob. K. Devarajan Memorial Prize for the highest CGPA in MTech Transportation Engineering stream, Vikrant Panwa. L&T Endowment Prize for the highest CGPA in MTech Construction Technology and Management stream, Upulla Srinija. Rajinikanth Gandhi Memorial Award for the highest CGPA in MTech Geotechnical Engineering stream, Ishang Singh. Duvuru Sharda Award for GN 6001 Integral Karma Yoga, Rohit Malik. Now I will read upon the PhDs. Hemalada, MS. Fatima Suma. Saravanan. Manasa. Shekhna Bashir. Sundravel. Atira. Jani Fatima Jamal. Gauri Krishna. Pratyusha Mohan Nayak. Hima Elsha Shaji. Nida Ainipulli Nalarajan. Neenu. Dinesh. Uma. Diana Jocelyn. Abhijit. Ananda Padmanabhan. Kogul. Charles P. Joseph. Ninad Nityendra, okay? Anusha. Akshay Mangal Magar. Amit Pasi. Jammi Ashok. Master of Science, Mandapuri Vineet. Divya Darshini. MTech Desai Pinang, Ashik Kumar, Rai Saurabh Kumar Ramachandra, Sheshan Kapoor, K. Vignesh, K. Robin Francis Nanda, K. Negarajan, Manoj Patidar, Rishikesh Pratap Singh, Shinu Meena, M. Vishwanath, Nikhil Baba D, Drashti Kushwa, Janga Jagdish Kumar Reddy, Kolapalli Ramasandosh Kiran, Kaushik Mandal, B. Sai Chandrika, Shabna Tasneem, Arun Govind, Banod Nagendra, Akshay Mittal, Ankuru Manikanda, Moge Sugas Rao, Yapara Sai Kiran, Subham Soni, Sudhanshu Magajan, Anjana A.G., Anshul Gangwar, Loya Jayarama Krishna, Veena Darshini, Vikash Kumar, Amit G. Malya, Masha A. Satyanarayanan S. Nikesh L. Krishna Kumar, Gajendra Kumar Gupta, Lakshmi Priya, Loya Yash, Ashutosh Kumar Rai, Kalyani Mukund Panshali, Sai Shri, yes, Saumik Mukherjee, Sharma Vikas Vinod, Himanshu Mishra, Hanturi Abhishit, Vahatule Vital Subhash, Bhanuchandra Prasad Dokku, Gondial Jayesh Prabhakar, Govindu Sai Prakash, Patil Praveen Sudhir, Shushain Magajan, Jain Mohit Jayesh, Piyush Tamrakar, D. Kaushal Parag, Suri Sai Lakshmi Saraswati, Kunal Kumar, dual degree, Irapalli Surendra Babu, Aditya Singh Mahala, Tobeshwarkar Advait Vinay, Arjit PJ, Palaga Janshi, Karthik Chintan P, Patnish Kedar Praveen, Navneeta Palleri, Valluri Venkata Sri Lalita, Anil Meena, Tasi Manoj Kumar, Kadapa Nagasai, K. Abhichand, Kudari Saraswati, Kulkarni Mihir Mandan, Katkar Rushikesh Narayan, Yuvakrishna Parasa, Penna Bhaktula Ritesh, Chakravartula Sri Kirtana, Chaturya Challa, Rodal Ruzici, G. Pranav Hari, Gadekar Rishikesh, Ishan Bakshi, Jos Moti, Nasreen, Premu Roni Nishant, Pushpraj Singh Chauhan, Rajat Bandari, Rakonde Ramprasad Balkrishna, Sai Charan Nalla, Santosh Kumar Yam, Suraj Meena, T. Charishma, Utkarsh Gupta, Olam Santosh Kumar, B.Tech, G. Bhuvana Chandra, Bhuvana Chandra, yeah, Olam Santosh Kumar, please. Next, B.Tech, G. Bhuvana Chandra, Meenal Sanjay Kamalakar. Anaga Udupa K. Battulochana Janaki. Chinmay Ashok Kunnur. Devasani Sriraga. I. Sai Kiran. Joshi Subhash Santosh Rao. Dilip Kumar. Yam. Migir Chawla. Yam Rohit Satyanivas. P. Gaurav. So Sri Vamsi. Radhikushal Vinod. Arushi Morgan. Abhishek Kumar. Adi Moolam Sai Manish. Venkatakiran Chandra. Bellamkonda Morgan Sudesh. Chelli Aditya Ketan. Chaya Sharma. D. Jayant Srinivas. D. Venkatapurna Sai. D. Srujan. Agleshwara Gupta. Gullapalli Pallavi Chaudhary. Keyur Dayaram Low. Kota Tabeshwani. Koturi Krantikrit. Madangi Praneet Kumar. Yam Sriharshini. N. Jagadishwar. Nikhil Saini, Nishal Singwal, Pantiapro Bhargav, Fusala Sai Vivek, Rohit Jayant Deshpande, Sanchayan Yam, Srinidhi H, Siddharth Nilol KS, Sunil Kumar, Suraj Jagadeep Sritu, Dejavat Kranti Kiran, Yuvraj Aditya, Dattani Vatsal Suresh Bhai. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Venkat. Good. Yeah. So now I am requesting the following award winners to address the gathering. Larsen & Toubro ECC Endowment Prize for the highest CGPA in BTech in Civil Engineering, Rati Kushal Vinod. Dr. N.R. Dave Prize for the highest CGPA in Dual Degree in Civil Engineering, Valluri Venkata Srilalita. And Institute Merit Prize for the highest CGPA in MTech in Civil Engineering, Vikrant Panwar. I request you to give your address to the gathering.
So good evening everyone. Greetings to the chief guest, HOD and all the dignitaries present over here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. After JEE, I was also confused and wanted to explore and evolve my skill sets at IITM. Like all of us in my first year, I wanted to do a branch change, but that branch change didn't happen, and I think that's the best thing in my life. So I got to get very close with the civil department, and the professors over here are very helpful, and they acted as a light and they guided me, and I maximized the opportunities over here. One more key factor, like the department curriculum was very flexible, and along with the civil core courses, I was able to explore the domains of data science and finance. So because of that, it helped me a lot. I would like to thank Dr. Benny Raphael, because he helped me to get my first intern using his industrial contacts, and that helped me during the internship and the placement seasons as well. I would like to thank my batchmates, and I'm very blessed to have these batchmates with whom I took parts in different hackathons, studied for exams at the last minute, and this enhanced my learnings at IITM. Our time here was greatly impacted by the COVID-19 in the last few years, but the department tried its best, and the learning curve was pretty good. We all have made lots of cherishable moments over here at Insti, and will miss the late night cycling, coffee at CCD, last minute assignments, group studies, impromptu trips, deers, but not monkeys of course. Yeah. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents, family, and friends. My chill out group, Rohit, Nishchal, Subodh, Ayushman, Sunil, Vatsal, my Adobe Analytics group, Arushi and Anaga, my global health group, Siddharth and Mihir, and also Nikhil and Purav and Chetna, for the constant support and the unconditional throughout this journey. I wish everyone best for the future. Thank you.
Hello everyone, respected HOD, chief guest, all the faculty members, the parents and my fellow students, a very good evening to all of you. I am truly honored to receive this award in your esteemed presence. I cannot express my gratitude in words. So 5 years back when I stepped into this campus, if anyone had told me that I'd be standing here and be speaking like this, I probably wouldn't have believed them. So I'm thankful to every one of you for supporting me in this journey. So first of all, I'd like to thank my parents, especially my mother, for stopping at nothing to provide me everything that I need and keeping me motivated to achieve whatever I wanted. They supported me in every step of the way. Secondly, I'd like to express sincere gratitude to Ashwin sir for introducing the unconventional aspect of civil engineering to me. Thank you, sir, for giving me the needed push at every step for the last 2 years and molding me into the person that I am. And in the initial semesters of this program, I wanted to explore more every stream that I was introduced to. So like most of us here, I also studied only in the last night or the week before or the month before at max. So every time my interest in a particular course or a topic or a stream peaked only towards the end of the semester. So that prompted me to take more advanced courses every time the next semesters. So I probably wish I had more semesters to explore even more of civil engineering. I'd like to thank all the professors for teaching with such passion. And lastly, but equally important, I'd like to specially mention all my friends, Srija, Saraswati, Chaturya, Nasreen, Charishma and Jansi, for your continued support all these years and putting up with all my antics. And I cherish all our memories and I hope we make them more in the following in Bangalore. Once again, thank you everyone for honoring me with this award. And this certificate is not just a proof of completion of degree for us, it is also a constant reminder for us to be responsible alumni of IIT Madras and strive towards the progression of the university alongside our own growth. Thank you. Jai Hind.
A very good evening to you all. Firstly, I would thank our chief guest, our respected professors, faculty members, and most importantly, all our parents who have come to grace this occasion and make it a memorable one by appreciating our efforts. It is indeed their support and blessings that we have come so far in life. I am sure that we'll achieve newer heights that we all aspire for. I'm actually a sponsored candidate from Defense. I've been serving with the Corps of Engineers since last 13 years. I'm thankful to my organization for sparing me to attend MTech program at this premier institute. I remember when I got selected for IIT Madras, I was kind of happy since the institution happens to be the best in the country, and which we now know it really is. Like most of you, I was also kind of upset with the fact the course was going to be in online mode because of the COVID restrictions. But all thanks to the efforts made by the management at the institution, that we could come back and enjoy the vibrant life that the institution has to offer. Although the entire experience over the last 2 years has been a kind of unique and memorable one for me, I would still mention and say thanks to certain people who mattered me the most. Firstly, I would thank all my professors in the department who helped me throughout the course. In particular, I would say thanks to Professor Veera Raghavan, who was my mentor during the project. He happens to be the most generous and assertive person I have ever met. Secondly, I would thank all my batchmates for helping me out throughout the course. They happen to be the most amazing set of people I have met. In particular, I would thank my friend Jayarama for always accepting my silly doubts. Lastly, I would thank Professor Devdas Menon for offering a wonderful course which is titled Integral Karma Yoga. Now, the course given me opportunity to develop a deeper insight and a holistic perspective about life. Finally, I would thank department for giving me this award, although I believe that it's the journey which matters more than the destination. I enjoyed my journey over here, and I'm sure you all must have done. At last, I would just congratulate you all and bid you a farewell. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to the class of 2022. Congratulations also to the parents who are here gracing this occasion. Let us give them all one more round of applause, please. May you all have very successful and productive careers. Here's wishing you all well. And please do visiting us as alumni of this institute and the department. We would like to stay in touch. Thank you, Mr. Venkat, for gracing this occasion as the guest of honor. Thank you also, Professor Robinson, for making the arrangements for this ceremony. Thank you also the faculty members who participated, as well as the student volunteers who helped us organize this ceremony. I would now request Professor Robinson to thank Mr. Venkat by giving a memento as a souvenir, and thank you for gracing this occasion. Okay, we would like to conclude the ceremony by singing the national anthem. So I request the audience to please stand up, and the floor is all yours.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Please request the audience to wait here till the chief guest departs. Thank you.